are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Los Angeles Rams. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. This is Swift on the counter. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On 1st down, here's Mon. And this will be incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mon. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Fields. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And another juke. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Off play action, Fields. And this one is incomplete.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. Here's Fields. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From just shy of midfield, Mond. He's got his big tight end, Fant. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 41. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Only 4 yards on that gain, but, you know, a lot of people would say that's like getting 9 in normal circumstances since this was 1st and 5.
Yeah, now your playbook's wide open here, 2nd and very short.
Yeah, I still don't think that you can count it in the stats that way at contract time.
No, it still goes down as 4, not 9. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Mond looks to throw on 1st down. This is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
$3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. He'll decide to keep this once more. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Noah Fant there to make the grab, and the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 2nd and 9, Fields. And Diggs has it. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Here's Fields. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. .43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's going to be a loss of 15 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Here's a toss play right to Swift. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. That'll net 7 yards on the ground, but it'll leave him with a healthy distance still to go on 3rd down. Mond going to throw it. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
On the option to give to Swift here. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mon to the air on 1st and 10. Rager catches it left side. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning.
That catch good for only a couple. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. Devontae Smith, 43 yards. And the Eagles are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're down 17-0, really needing to find that offensive spark on this drive as they have it with a 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Fields' throw taken in by Diggs.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, Fields. Swings this out for Hunt.
That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
To throw is Fields. This to the sideline and incomplete. Nearly intercepted, in fact. But he couldn't hang on. 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Day's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. On 1st and 10, here's Mon.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play.
He'll fire it deep for Rager.
And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And the ball moved up here now to 2nd and 7 following the penalty.
From the gun, here's Mond.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Rager. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Rager,
as the first half is winding down.
And the Eagles will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Now a first down throw, Fields.
That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Off the play fake, Mond.
Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you.
Mond's throw complete there to Smith-Schuster.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a handoff to Swift. Swift's got the first down and then some.
And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big pickup there on the run.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Mon looks to throw. Steps away, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Kellen Mond taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now it's Fields. He hits Adams, complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And some room to work. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They run with Hunt. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Flush to his right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Eric Wilson. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. They snap it to Fields. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a carry for Swift. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
He'll fire it deep for Rager.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll go option to the short side. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Swift is into the end zone for an Eagle touchdown. So this looking more and more like it is going to be a successful kickoff to their campaign as they add on here.
And, partner, you know NFL coaches, they're on the sideline thinking about all the little things that need correcting. But for the most part, they've got to be ecstatic with the way this season has started out.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 128 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the option to give to Swift here. Swift's got the first down and then some.
He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Mond.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for Philly.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Gets it to Smith-Schuster on the jet sweep. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run here with Swift.
And he's in. Front Eagles touchdown.
DeAndre Swift.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Eagles are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A carry here for Hunt. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee. And they take a knee. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win.